Good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. And oh, oh no, what was that? There are two birds fighting, and one just like pulled another one down. I heard you, you little shits. Quit fighting. Yeah, there's some big ones over there, and one just literally grabbed a smaller one. I don't know if it was a baby or... Okay, behave. All you're supposed to do is eat bugs and live nicely. Quit fighting. All right, so this morning I'm doing my walk, but I'm actually gonna do a couple separate videos on how things are going out here. So the first video here I'm doing is gonna be about my garden. So we've had lots and lots of rainstorms, and that's been good and bad. Some of these pots that I had for my plants, they don't have holes in them. So a lot of my plants started to drown because they didn't have drainage. So my husband was really nice. He got a drill out. I held the plant, and then he started to make holes in them so that way they would drain. So now I have all happy flowers and, well, not flowers here, but all happy plants, vegetables that drain. And some of them are getting big and healthy now. I have had some casualties. Some of the plants had pest, little caterpillars and stuff eating on them. So let's go through. Definitely this first, whatever this was, it had the big green leaves. There was caterpillars all over it, so we went ahead and picked it and disposed of the caterpillars and the leaves. You can see that the leaves are here on the ground. And the next one that was hit was my radishes. They are also here on the ground. I pulled them out and just got them separated from the other plants. The green bean plants are doing awesome. They are getting really, really big and full. And every now and then I'll see a green bean. Like, there's some more baby green beans there. And there's some green beans here. So green bean plant is doing good. I've lost another thing of lettuce, one that looks like that. It drowned in the rain before we could drill holes in it. There's the pot. So that's 3 things that I've lost, but the other 2 seem to be doing okay. I don't know when I'll be able to actually get some lettuce, because the leaves will grow and die and get bad and grow again. My mint that has been tiny forever and ever is finally getting bigger. I'm going to transplant that into another bigger container. I'm going to probably put the mint in one of these other containers that is now empty, so that way the mint has a chance to grow bigger. The cucumbers, I still don't see a cucumber, but I do see a lot of flowers. It is just growing really awesome here. And off to the side, it's doing really wonderful. I wish I would have put those in some bigger pots. They're in smaller pots, but hey, you know, maybe one day I'll actually untangle them and put them in the ground. But they're doing good. Very, very good. I put some new dirt in them, and hopefully that gives them some more nutrition. All right, my tomato plants are getting really, really, really tall. And I did watch a video of some other people's tomato plants, and they did clip off the bottoms so that way the top and the flowers could grow. And I am so happy to see I've got some little bitty tomatoes coming in. There's some tomatoes there. There's tomatoes behind it. They're always behind the leaves. And tomatoes. So, yay, doing some more tomatoes. I would really love to get all of these established plants in the ground, and I'll show you in a little bit my plan on doing that. But here are my tomatillo plants, the little tomatillo plants. They're doing great. They have grown at least twice the size since I've put them in these bigger plants. These were the little bitty ones in the greenhouse. They are doing awesome. Here are my other tomatoes, the beefsteak tomatoes. Yeah, cherry tomatoes. Yeah, these plants just need to really, really be in the ground. So I'm really, really thinking about, okay, so I think in my garden I'm gonna have 3 stages. 1 is the greenhouse where I start the seedlings. 2 is here to get them established. And then 3, finding an area that I can put them in the ground. But these these chili pepper plants, they definitely took off. I mean, they were sad and awful before. And I guess also it's because some of these also didn't drain. So they were just sitting in the water and getting gross. So these are the ones that we drilled holes in, and I have little chilies coming up, and they're actually getting really big and full now. So, oh look, they have more tomatoes up there. More tomatoes. So, sorry about that. That's a big truck going by. And I have more chilies. Let me see, where can I point? Where are you, chili? You're over there. More chilies. They are just awesome. They are getting really, really big, the plants. And yeah, look at their chilies. Those are pepperoncinis, I do believe. And then my two squash plants are doing awesome. They are all over the place now. This one is huge. And again, some more chili plants. I'm gonna step up here. This one is still kind of tiny, but it'll do good. And then this one, I don't know exactly what this one was. This is one of those surprise seeds that I planted and forgot the label, but it's got flowers, so it's something. And then back in there, I've got my other plants that are starting to get so heavy that they're leaning against the roof. So, yeah, like I said, this is every time I get to a point where I think I'm gonna stop, something else happens and it makes me start thinking, what can I do better to improve? So right now these plants are at a place, or especially the big ones, they're at a place where they're like, I'm not gonna be able to thrive anymore here. I need to be put in the ground. So I've got to think of a plan. So I'll show the greenhouse in just a second, but me and my husband are thinking, where can we plant vegetables at so that way they'll be safe, at least from critters and that. And we came up with this. So I'm not going to do any tree updates here. I'm just going to show you. So this is where we have our orchard. And right now I'm going down some stairs. So we've got at least a good 2 feet here from bottom to top. So my husband had an idea of, why don't we build up this side and fill it with dirt, so that way we have a big extended garden bed right there. And it would go down, oh, I'd say that's at least 20 feet. And then we would do the same on this side. Make a raised side here and follow it down and have about another 25 feet-ish, or 20 feet, because we really don't want to, put plants over here, because that's where the lawnmower is going to go in and out, but stop at the corner and come down. So that gives us about 1.5 feet wide to about 2 feet tall. And when we build up the side, we'll fill it in with some really good topsoil, some really good dirt for plants, and we'll have ourselves our little vegetable garden here. The only thing is the other day, well actually yesterday, we seen Mama Bunny in here. So now I have to actually get some more wire and protect my other apple trees, because I thought that the bunnies weren't gonna come in here. But yeah, Mama Bunny found her way in here. So, I mean, it's easy, just hop in, you know, go figure. But let me go ahead and go back to the greenhouse, because this video again isn't on trees or roses yet. This video is just on the gardening part. So that's what we're kind of thinking, and I think we're gonna make it happen, because I really do. It's only the beginning of July, so I still have quite a few months of growing and harvesting. All right, so I've been cluttering up my shed, not my shed, I've been cluttering up my greenhouse. And yeah, I gotta declutter and get stuff put away. I had a Temu order for my greenhouse, and I bought some things that I'm hopefully gonna need for next year. Just wanted to go ahead and buy them. Those bags that I had on the apples before, I actually took the apples off so that way the tree could focus on getting established. But I bought more bags, so that way when we do have apples and fruit, I can actually put it over the bags, so that way, or put the bags over the fruit, so that way it keeps the fruit safe. I bought a bunch of cool looking garden gloves. And I bought some little water things that you hook on like little bottles, because sometimes whenever you're doing seedlings and smaller plants, you don't want to use something strong that'll destroy them. So I bought those. I got me a hook, because in here there's nothing to grab onto. But then again, I don't think that'll hold on here very good, because maybe when it gets hot it won't stick. And the same thing goes to this. When I come in here, there's never any place for me to stick my cell phone or anything. So I was thinking about sticking this here, so that way I can put my cell phone or something in there if I need to. We have a little bit of storage. And then this is sad. I bought that from Temu. I thought there was going to be more of them. And this is the tape wrap for plants. I got to make sure when I order from them that I get more. But I'm happy. I got small bags for baby apples, medium bags for when the apples get bigger, and giant bags for hopefully when the apples mature. It just helps keep pests and birds and bugs from them. So, while I'm in here, I'm going to do a update, and I'm going to have you this right here. So, just in case you haven't been watching any of my older videos, these cactus here I bought from our local Mexican store, and I was just tired of just buying cactus. So I was like, hey, maybe I can make a plant. So this one here I bought first. This one here I bought maybe like 2 weeks and started planting it about 2 weeks before these. All 4 of these were planted at the same time. But literally, I think it's been 2 months. Check it out. I finally have a little bud coming up on it. Oh my God, I'm so excited. After weeks and weeks and weeks and going on months of not seeing anything, it's finally doing something. And like I said, these other ones aren't. These other ones do not have anything yet. But like I said, they're a couple weeks behind. And how you know that your cactus is doing okay is because there's no rot. So these cactuses here, if you look at the bottom, you can see that the color, I don't know if you can see it, it's just slightly lighter. It's like this one is slightly lighter right there. That means that that's the part that's concentrating. I'm going to actually use this and stand you back up because you're kind of slumping forward. But that just means that they're working down there. That color doesn't mean rot. It means that's what's establishing the roots. So every week or two, I'll give them just a very, very little bit of drink of water. Very little bit of water. And I'll make sure that it's right here and it goes right down to the root. But very, very little. Not a whole lot of water at all. Just, I want the plant to root and not rot. So there's the update on my cactus. I got some growth. Onions are still in here doing good. Carrots are starting to kind of die back. I don't see as many plants as there was before. But of course, you know, I wasn't expecting a whole lot of the carrots. So, I mean, if I get a couple, I get a couple. And we're going to come back over here. So, this right here is, let's see, there's a mixture. These right here are plants that I'm going to be giving to my daughter's friends. So these are beefsteak tomato plants. And the next time my daughter goes to her friend's house, I'm going to give her friends some plants because they wanted to do a garden. But okay, so update on my pumpkin plants. So I had about 10 pumpkin plants before, and they were in this container here, and they were happy at first, but then again, this container did not have any kind of drainage, and that's something I had to learn the hard way, is you need to make sure that there's drainage even if you have seedlings. So my pumpkins started to die. They all started to look like basically like this. So stupid me, dumb me, uneducated me, I went and thinking it would help, on all the plants except for this one, or except for these 4, all the plants, I went back and clipped all of the dead and dying leaves, thinking that that would help the plant grow. Well, I ended up killing, I think, 5 plants because I did that. So even though the plant was looking dead and dying, the leaf was still giving it sunlight and all that kind of stuff that it needs to grow. And I did more harm than good on cutting the dying. This one, I'm seeing it's recuperating. It's got a few new leaves coming in. but I lost 5 plants. This one I had did the same thing on, but instead of cutting the top ones, I just cut the bottom ones, and I left that one. These, I didn't cut anything back at all, but you can still see that some of the, I mean, they have like recuperated from, I mean, in all honesty, they were like this and worse, and I didn't cut them thinking that they were going to die, so they recuperated so well. And these are my pumpkins. So now I have 3 pumpkin plants for sure out of 10, and this one just wants to grow all over the place. It is just like going up. So I have 3 pumpkins out of 10 for sure, and then these 2 I'm pretty sure that are gonna make it. So I'm gonna say 5 pumpkin plants out of 10. I'm gonna move these over here. And again, in my videos, it's kind of like talking to you guys, kind of like talking to myself also. I do go back and watch my videos and tell myself, oh, you know what? I remember I need to do that. Or, oh, hey, I need to do that. But you see, these are really, really good. The roots are coming out the bottom. So those are going to turn into some healthy big plants. Watermelon plants. I had more, but I gave a few away, as I know I'm not going to need 10 watermelon plants. So I have watermelon plants, and they are sprouting and doing awesome. I took them out of the tub also that I had them in. I think it was one like this. This was the cantaloupe tub, and the red one is the watermelon tub. But I didn't get a whole lot of watermelons. I got, let's see, here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I maybe got 7 plants, 7 or 8, but they are growing beautifully. And then over here I have cantaloupe, and cantaloupe, man, it took cantaloupe a while before, because cantaloupe was always in this color. And in my other videos, I was always looking for the cantaloupe plants, and they took forever to start sprouting. And the funny thing is that when I transplanted these plants that started sprouting, I guess the rest of the seeds also started to germinate. So now I have more seeds and more plants in my cantaloupes. So yeah, some of them have 1, 2, 3. Look, there's another one that's got another one coming in. And I guess the other seeds are just like hay. So I don't know if cantaloupes are just weird about germinating, but I have lots of cantaloupe plants. Lots of cantaloupe plants. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 cantaloupe plants. I also did gift some of these too, so I think I had 15 at first. But this is the update on the garden, the plants, kind of what's going on with my garden plants. And yep, like I said, the greenhouse has become Clutterville. I mean, I just come in and start kind of throwing stuff around, and I gotta get it more organized, I know. But the rain has been crazy. Oh, look, I just noticed that one. I have another watermelon coming up in that one in the corner. That's awesome. Awesome. Yeah, it's been really, we've been getting some really big storms here lately. A lot of rain. And I mean, it's been really humid. At least it's not been that big dry heat. So, all right. Update on the garden, plans for the future of the garden, and greenhouse update. Yep, And then later I'll do a video on the orchard. Later I'll do another video on the roses. And later I'll do another video on my flowers in my front yard and backyard. Yeah, so with that, I know that I've gone on and on and on. And like I said, I appreciate you listening. And I mean, I know this is just another boring garden video. But it's my boring garden video. And I appreciate you if you would definitely give a thumbs up, a like, send me a comment. Yeah, let me kind of know, you know, which plants you're actually better at planting. If you're better at planting, you know, vegetables, fruits, if you're better at planting flowers, you know, I love seeing comments. I do. And with that, I will go ahead and end the update on, basically this is the vegetable garden greenhouse video. So again, thumbs up. Like, subscribe, share, and just sit back and enjoy. And if you're not watching the video, just kind of listen. And it's nice to have somebody always listening, because I'm always talking. All right, you have a great morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are. And I'll see you in the next video, because I think I'm really going to make like 4 videos here in just a second to update on all the stuff that I've been missing. And with that, bye-bye.